Attraction, especially from women, often speaks in a language far more ancient and subtle than words. She may never say it out loud, but her body does. And if you're not attuned to these cues, you might miss the moment, misinterpret her energy, or worse, break the very tension that draws her in. This isn't about looks, wealth, or even clever lines, it's about presence. True masculine power lies in the ability to remain grounded while her nervous system reacts instinctively to your energy. Here are 6 powerful signs of female arousal that are often missed, but never accidental. 1. The eyes give her away. A woman's eyes reveal more than any words she might say. When she's aroused, her gaze doesn't behave rationally. It flutters, locks for a second too long, then drops sharply. That downward glance? It's primal. It signals surrender, submission, and attraction. She may follow it with fidgeting, checking her phone, adjusting her hair, not to avoid you, but to process your presence. Most men make the mistake of pouncing on this attention, but the stoic man remains centered, letting her curiosity grow. Her glances become longer. Her silence deepens. The tension builds. And in that tension, attraction thrives. 2. The pelvic lock. Crossed legs aren't what you think. When she crosses her legs or shifts her lower body, it's more than comfort, it's containment. Known as muscular guarding, this reaction is her body's way of managing arousal. It's not rejection, it's an involuntary signal that she feels exposed, even vulnerable, in your presence. If you hold your frame, calm and grounded, her nervous system keeps firing. That slight thigh squeeze, the way her foot bounces or how she shifts in her seat, these are her body's attempts to manage desire. The mistake most men make? Trying to break the tension. The stoic man, however, holds steady, allowing her to sit with the heat, which only grows in intensity. 3. Her voice betrays her. When a woman is aroused, her voice shifts, sometimes lighter, sometimes higher, occasionally breathier. This is not conscious. It's the autonomic nervous system at play. The change in pitch or tempo is a reflection of how your presence affects her emotionally and physically. She may talk more playfully or ask questions that seem unnecessary. It's not about the conversation. It's about staying in your orbit. Again, the mistake is to match her energy, to joke or flirt back too strongly. The man who stays grounded allows her vocal energy to rise and fall around him, becoming the anchor that she unconsciously leans into. 4. She touches herself, but not how you think. When she brushes her neck, plays with her hair, adjusts her sleeve, or rubs her thigh, it's not fidgeting or nervousness. It's release. Arousal builds tension, and if she can't release it through interaction with you, her body turns inward. Her hands find sensitive areas, her collarbone, lips, inner wrist, places tied to pleasure and vulnerability. These actions are subconscious attempts to regulate rising desire. The stoic man doesn't exploit or even comment. He simply observes. His composure amplifies her inner chaos, and soon, her subtle touches become deeply personal expressions of how you affect her. 5. Her legs won't stay still. You're not even speaking much, but her legs are shifting. Her foot is bouncing. She's crossing and uncrossing. Most assume she's bored or anxious, but in truth, it's arousal manifesting physically, what psychology calls psychomotor agitation. Her body is moving because her emotions are active. Her hormones, dopamine, adrenaline, oxytocin, are flowing. The untrained man reacts to this energy. The composed man doesn't. He lets her wrestle with her reaction. And in doing so, he becomes more than attractive, he becomes unforgettable. She starts to question herself, notices her own movements, and wonders why she's responding this way. That loop of self-awareness only deepens her emotional connection to you. 6. From oversharing to silence. The final, and perhaps most telling, signal is the sudden drop from chattered to quiet. She was animated, energetic, now she's quiet, inward, reflective. This is not a loss of interest. It's the moment desire becomes undeniable. She's no longer performing, she's processing. The tension, your presence, has taken hold. And here's where most men stumble. They rush to fill the silence, to recover the momentum. But that silence is sacred. It's her coming to terms with how deeply you've affected her. Let her sit with it. Let her fall into that psychological vulnerability. That's when desire shifts from the body to the mind. The power of stillness, what ties all these signs together, is one truth. A woman's arousal often begins with psychological exposure, not physical touch. The more stoic, grounded, and composed you are, the more space you give her nervous system to express desire without needing words. Most men are too noisy, too eager to respond, to act, to impress. But true presence doesn't chase. It commands. Her arousal, in its rawest form, is silent. It lives in a glance, a subtle shift, a breath. And when you learn to see it, really see it, you'll never need to ask if she's interested. Her body will have told you everything already. This is the art of stoic seduction. Not manipulation. Not tricks. Just awareness. Stillness. Power. If you master it, you won't just attract women, you'll reveal the parts of them they didn't know were waiting to respond.